Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and you're looking at some of those gray skies over Wairika. This view coming courtesy of the Rain Rock Casino. Not seeing any rain there as of yet. There are some light showers in the area. It is 60 degrees in Wairika, and you can see it's a pretty mild midday thus far as we are in the 50s over on the east side, 60s already throughout Siskiyou County, mid 50s for the Rogue Valley, and mid 50s there along the coast. Here's a look at the satellite and radar picture right now, and you can see just some thick cloud coverage really across our entire viewing area. Also some very light showers, but as far as any of this making it down to the valley floors, I don't envision that happening, at least not right now. It's just way too dry out there. And I'll show you what happens a little bit later in the day with Stormcast. And Stormcast has been very keen on trying to generate something happening in northeastern Siskiyou County this evening, and then it spreads over to the east side overnight. And the latest model runs have slowed down with this a little bit. So you can see as we get into Tuesday morning, on the earlier model runs, this was already into Harney County. Now a lot of this is being held on to by Lake County. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out tomorrow morning. But of course, keep it posted right here to News Watch 12. And Matt will have those latest model runs coming up on News Watch 12 at 4, 5, 6, and 11. Here's your playground forecast for today. It's going to be gray, but at the very least, I don't think it's really going to be that wet outside. Like you saw on our satellite and radar picture, just some light showers. And any showers that do develop a little bit later in the day will also be pretty light, although they could be a little bit heavier in eastern Siskiyou County and over on the east side. So for today, it's going to be gray. It's going to be mild, a little bit breezy up in the Cascades and over on the east side, as those winds could gust anywhere between 25 to 30 miles per hour. But overall, the story is just going to be how gray and mild we are. Most of us staying dry. Some small rain chances will be in the 60s over on the east side. Near 70 degrees for west side valleys and mid 50s there along the coast. And then as we head into the overnight hours, like you saw on Stormcast, everything develops in eastern Siskiyou County, moves over into Klamath and Lake counties. And although we're not ruling out just a few wet spots over in the west side valleys, I think the bulk of the activity will be concentrated to the east of the Cascades. And I think we're actually going to be dry tonight along the coast. Temperatures overnight are going to be elevated because of all the moisture, because of all the cloud coverage. So we'll actually be above freezing over on the east side, near 40 degrees for the west side valleys and for the coast. Here's your hiking forecast over the next 3 days, and you can see that Wednesday is sandwiched in between days that have very small rain chances. We could have some showers lingering into Tuesday, drying out for Wednesday, and then another system will roll through here on Thursday. But then look what happens after that. More dry weather for Friday, and then we are back in the thick of things as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So kind of on again, off again rain chances all throughout this week, but none of those rain chances are looking too spectacular. Here is your 7-day forecast. Along the coast, we will dry out going into Tuesday, completely drying out as we get into Wednesday, and then more chances of showers into Thursday. For Siskiyou County, we'll cool off not super dramatically into tomorrow, but we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler, and then temperatures will rebound as we do get into the weekend. But you can see kind of the rain chances kind of fluctuate a little bit this week. The temperatures kind of fluctuate a little bit this week, but no real big changes. And for the east side, we will also dry out into Wednesday. Then it looks like we have a decent little chance of showers, maybe even a few snow showers late Thursday into the wee hours of the morning on Friday, as snow levels are going to be down to 3,500 feet. And overnight, snow levels are only going to be down to 5,500 feet. So maybe we could see a bit of a mixture or a changeover in some of the highest terrain of the Cascades. That'll linger into Tuesday, but then again, we will dry out into Wednesday. And then for the Rogue Valley, small rain chances today, pretty small rain chances for Tuesday as well. Then it looks like we have yet another tiny little rain chance as we go into Thursday.
Okay, so relatively good news as far as the rain chances and then keeping those temperatures down. I know that we've talked about this every single week because it's one of my favorite things to see, the drought monitor, and it can kind of be delayed. So talking about the storms that we saw last week, maybe the week before, are we expecting to see maybe better improvements this week?
Possibly. So the improvements that we had last week were subtle along the coast, but the coast got downgraded to a moderate drought, I believe, as opposed to a severe drought. And so what'll be interesting to see is if any of that continues to move inland. So if we see some of those improvements into Josephine County, fingers crossed, maybe into Jackson County too. But it's all up in the air yet, and anything that we say now is just conjecture.
Okay. Thank you, Josh.
Of course.